Welcome back to Sunrise Daily. We're coming to you live from Abeokuta, venue of the Ogun Investors Forum. And so we're actually in the thick of things where that is holding. And so we get to hear a lot of boisterous activity in the background, speaking about the environment. We're joined this morning now by the Commissioner for Environment, Mr. Bolaji Oyeleye. Thank you for coming on this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, when we talk about the environment, it's one of the key strategic points that this forum is anchored on. Why the environment?
Well, that is simple. Environment over the couple of decades has been an area where a lot of people are not very savvy. And events of the past couple of years, decades if you will, have shown to us that today environment is everything and everything is environment. Because we live and interact with the environment on a daily basis, and issues that surround the environment are such that are so cogent and important that it has direct impact on us. And that is why we have, for this third edition of the Investors Forum, deem it fit that we need to release the level of advocacy when it comes to the issues of environment. That's why we have chosen environment to be one of the focus area for this third edition. Okay,
could you narrow it down for us? Well, what kind of environment here? Is it the operational environment, practical environment? What exactly?
Well, environment, it's basically nature around you. You interact with nature every day. When it comes to, if we want to narrow it down to specific areas for operations of industries, for example, their operations on a daily basis impacts, on the environment. The air we breathe, the water we drink, the greenery around us, all these are environments, all around us. And that's basically the life that we live. Environment on a daily basis, we interact with the environment, we speak to environment, environment speaks to us. So it's important for us to make sure that the environment surrounding us is kept clean.
Okay. Your colleague just left here and he told us about how many industries have been attracted. With the past investors forums that have been. But let's focus on the environment, as you said. What's in place to ensure that, because where industries operate, there's usually that fear of environmental degradation. So what have you put in place to ensure that the environment is sustained as much as possible?
Well, thank you. The environment, when it comes to the operations of industries, is very key. Like you have rightly said, Ogun State is fast becoming the industrial hub, in Nigeria today, and it's the destination of choice for most of these companies and multinationals. However, those figures comes with its challenges, and that is why we have thought it fit, to up our game. We have an agency which I directly supervise. It's the Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency. They are saddled with the responsibilities of protecting and maintaining the environment when it comes to the operations of industries. So basically, we monitor on a routine basis the activities of these companies as regards the emission, as regards the effluent that they discharge into the environment. So we are structured for this. And
do you have some maybe recycling issues, plans to do recycling, because they would emit waste, and then plus the residential waste that accumulates? With industries coming in, population increases because people will be looking for jobs. They will give birth to children, so population increases.
That's right.
So is Ogun State doing recycling of waste?
Well, up until now, we don't have an official, a material recovery facility, and that is one of the issues we'll be speaking to in this Investors Forum. We are in dire need of one, and we're asking for investors, to come and, invest in that area.
As we ask investors to come in, I'll pick up from Nyota, because I want us to be very clear on this. You come into Ogun State, you breathe clean, fresh air, the greenery, everything is intact, untouched. And the fear is now that we have hundreds of companies and industries coming into Ogun State, and now you're about to add more with this forum, how are you going to cope? When you say you already have an agency, perhaps you should tell us more about the monitoring capacity of the agency towards activities of these industries in Ogun State, so that they don't pollute the air, pollute the water, pollute the earth, and by so doing cause some toward hazard to the people of the state.
Well, if I may elaborate a little more on the activities of OGEPA.
That's what the...
Yeah, that's what the agency,
what's
Ogun
the
State Environmental Protection Agency.
Okay, OGEPA.
OGEPA. So basically, we have a routine schedule that we monitor religiously to visit, these companies on a quarterly basis. And as with every civilization and development, it comes with its challenges, and that is why we also have to strategize as things evolved, over time. So OGEPA is basically on top of its game when it comes to monitoring, and we would review as things evolve.
Do we have jobs created in your ministry? Or do you have a target for this Investors Forum?
No, when it comes to job, we employ as and when necessary. The government has its own scheme on how basically they employ fresh hands, and we make requests from time to time. As these operations increases, we try and increase manpower as well, so that we can cope with the pressure.
All right, Bolaji Oyeleye, Commissioner for Environment, thank you for coming on this morning. Thank you. Well, we'll be back in a minute. Join us again.